day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe. live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Sorry about that. Child, my husband got the AC on and I'm cold, honey. It is too cold in this house, baby. Ooh, Jesus. But anyway, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. This should not be a long live, just like the other one wasn't. But I didn't want to put them together. So sorry about that, you guys. But let's get into what I want to break down, starting at witness number 1. Now, of course, this is I changed the title. I had something else, but now it's called Who Was the Aggressor? Witnesses contradicts each other. And we're going to do a full breakdown on the 5 witnesses' statements, okay? Now, we don't have the full statement. I will tell y'all that, okay? And what we will be going off of is what was stated in the proffer and the motions by the defense attorney, okay? So that's all we have to go on right now. We do not have the entire statement that was written, but from the gist of what the prosecutor stated in the summary of the statements of witness 1, witness 2, and witness 3, witness 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, actually they put in the proffer. And witness 5 was on a different court date. And then the motion, meaning the defense attorney responded to several of the witnesses. We're going to be going off of that information, okay? Now, with that being said, we're going to go over what witness number 1 said, verses 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want you guys to follow along with me because it's something that we may not have paid much attention to. Now, let me say this. Even though I just said we're going to be going off the proffer for witness number 4, I will say that we will be going off of the video footage that y'all heard the other day. Do y'all remember when he said, witness number 4, the cross guard said that, let me let you hear it, but do y'all remember what he said the other day? That Carlos was not fighting Romika. He was pushing her back like, get away, get away, get away. Raise your hand if you remember that footage from the other day while I pull it up. Raise your hand if you remember that footage. Okay, y'all remember it? All right, for those, I only see one person raise their hand, but for those that did not hear it, let me just play it right now. This is witness number 4, okay? This is witness number 4.
And I'm looking up like, damn. And I didn't even see the girl until I got to walking down. I walked in because I'm like.
He said, I didn't even see the girl until I got to walking down there. So I didn't see the girl until I got to walking down there. And then I said, oh, that's why she's, that's why she stopped.
Why she arguing with that nigga like that? Why don't they just go on like? So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why she. Cause I'm like, I didn't understand why the was doing that so hard.
Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Ramika fighting?
No, what the hell? Yeah, it wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
She said, was him and Ramika fighting? He said they were arguing. It wasn't nothing like that. He said he was just pushing her like, get away, get away. Let's hear that part again.
So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why cause I'm like, I didn't understand why the was doing that so hard.
Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Ramika fighting?
No, what the hell? Yeah, it wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
Him and Ramika fighting?
No, what the hell? Yeah, it wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
He said it was him pushing her, saying, get away, and all that type of stuff. Why would Carlos be telling Ramika to get away, get away? Okay, now, so that was from the other day's live stream, okay? So if you missed that, go back and listen to that. But that's for witness number 4 says Carlos was not fighting Ramika, just trying to keep her away. All right. Now, before I get into breaking these down, I do understand that the auntie, La Leslie, is upset about this video that I did. Hence why she is on her community board or Facebook page trying to say that I called the deceased and blah, 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 blah. Well, let me just say this before I get into the commentary. Ain't nobody scared of that fake ass auntie, okay? I don't give a damn what she posts on her page about me. She wants to shut me up. And let me tell you something. She will never shut me up, okay? So if this gets back to La Leslie, she can kiss my entire ass, okay? My entire ass. I'm going to keep talking as much as I want, okay? As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to blog on this story until I get tired of blogging on this story. So she could kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. I do not even consider her a grieving family member simply because she's been out here since day one causing problems. She has been the problem, all right? So with that being said, La Leslie, kiss my ass. I don't give a shit about you, okay? Now, let's get into these witnesses' breakdowns. Starting with, well, we'll come back to Carlos, even though he's witness number, well, you know what? Let's start with witness number 1. Let's start with witness number 1, and then we'll go from there, okay? Now, again, I'm going to be telling you what is said from the motions, not what Carlos has told me or anything like that, from what apparently I'm going to say, I'm going to assume, should I say, that Holly must have told Ari this, okay? Because Ari put it in her motion. So that's what we're going to go off of today, okay? We're going to go off of what's in the motions. So let me open it up, go to witness 1. I'm going to put it up for you guys to see as well. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to have to put 2 different things up for you guys to see. Can y'all see that? Or is it close enough? All right. So witness 1. Well, let me read the first part of it first. It's not up here. The first part says, Let's go to the first part. Hold on. Let's go to the first part of it. The first part says, witness 1, Carlos Smith, stated to the police 2 hours after the incident that the victim ran up on Miss Johnson and swung at her face, making physical contact. Okay? So again, Carlos, being witness number 1, he stated to the police on the body cam footage 2 hours after the incident. Well, I don't know if it was on the body cam footage. I'm sorry. But 2 hours after the incident that the victim, Romika, ran up on Mrs. Johnson and swung at her face, making physical contact. Okay, that's the first part of it. Now let's get into the second part of it. The second part right here. It says making physical contact. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit because this is what it says. It says, 4 minutes after dropping her off and exiting the school building at 8:57 p.m., a white Kia sedan driving eastbound Cermak is captured on camera making a U-turn facing westbound on Cermak. See Exhibit 4. Victim owned. Okay, I got that part. So anyway, it says the victim, meaning Romika, blocked Holly's car by double parking her white Kia on Cermak facing westbound. Now, Mrs. Johnson, which is Holly, and Smith did not invite Romika over. Romika took it upon herself to approach Mrs. Johnson and Carlos in an unsolicited manner, yelling at them, saying, I told y'all I was going to catch y'all. Okay? This is him saying it's on the body camera, right? It says Carlos Smith is speaking to the officer on the scene, and it gives the time. An argument ensued between Holly and Romika. Carlos noted that Holly pleaded with Romika to please leave me alone. All right? Now, it goes down and says, witness 1, Carlos stated to the police 2 hours after the incident that Romika ran up on Holly and swung at her face, making physical contact. Okay? Now, it goes into this one, and let me bring this one up. Making physical contact, and it says Mrs. Johnson, it says witness 1, Carlos speaking to the officer on the scene. The danger of harm was absolutely great and intimate. Okay, all right, so I got that part or whatever. So anyway, but the part I was trying to get to is Carlos, witness 1, stated that Romika ran up on Holly, struck her in the face, which that was right before she fired. So he's saying she drove up, did a U-turn, drove up, parked, blocked them in, and she initiated, and she was the aggressor. So that is what witness number 1 is saying, is that she was the aggressor. Now let's go to witness 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to talk about witness 5, okay? Now, witness 2, let's bring up his statement. Let's bring up witness 2 statement. Let me remove it like this, and let me just pull it up the other way because I did do screenshots of it. Witnesses 2 statement. Let's bring them up. Now, witness 2 was the DoorDash driver. He said he didn't really see a whole lot. However, even though he didn't see a whole lot, he saw enough to say that he saw Carlos standing in between the two. Carlos was standing in between the victim and the shooter, meaning Holly and Romika. Now, here's the thing. In the proffer, it states that witness 2 says that Carlos was standing in between and he had to push the defendant, meaning Holly, back, right? He had to push the defendant back because she was advancing toward Romika. However, this is just a state summary. This is not the actual statement of witness number 2. In this statement, what I noticed is he never identified who was Romika and who was the victim and who was the shooter, okay? The defendant. The reason why I point that out is because he said he didn't even know who the shooter was until he seen her getting arrested, okay? So with that being said, he could have very well mixed up the two because he actually says he saw Romika and Holly arguing, Carlos standing in between the two of them with his hands extended and pushing back the defendant. He never not one time said pushing back the brighter skinned girl with the green tracksuit on, okay? He did not know the difference between the two. He said the only way, and it says it in this statement, the only way he knew that Holly was the shooter is because he saw her getting arrested. He didn't even see the shooting take place. He was inside a coffee shop when this happened. Again, the DoorDash driver, witness number 2, and he said he witnessed this as he was driving by. Okay, he stated in his interview video that he drove eastbound on Cermak during the time of the incident to pick up a DoorDash delivery from Momentum Coffee, okay, that was located on South State Street. Again, he says the only way he knew that she was the shooter is because he saw her getting locked up, okay? Arrested, I'm sorry. He saw her being taken away as she was getting arrested. But in his statement that he gave to the police, he said, I did not see the shooting. All I saw was Carlos standing in between the two of them. They were arguing, and Carlos pushed back the defendant. Now, the reason why I bring that up, because it could be easily debated by the defense attorney that he could have got the two of them mixed up. He could have. And the reason why I say that is because as we go on to each witness, we're going to be able to tell that the witnesses have, one witness may have said he was pushing back Romika, and another witness said he was pushing back Holly, okay? Now, all witnesses, you got 5 witnesses. Carlos has said he was pushing back Romika. Witness number 2, which is the DoorDash driver, he said that Carlos was pushing back Holly. Witness number 3 gave a whole nother story, okay? You know, he was beating her up, had her in a headlock, whatnot. Witness number 4 says he was pushing back Romika, telling her, get away, get away, get away. And witness number 5 said he was pushing back Romika. So right there, we got 5 witnesses, okay? Carlos was pushing back Romika. Witness number 4, Carlos was pushing back Romika. Witness number 5, Carlos was pushing back Romika. Now, let's put up witness number 5 right quick, because it is something that I overlooked as I was going over witness number 5's statement that I want to point out, okay? Give me a second. I'm going to put it up. Now, witness number 5 didn't come into a later time. And I actually thought at the time I went over it, I was like, witness number 5 sounds like they may not have even been there. It sounds to me like they may have listened to a statement given, like the witness number 3, when she went on that panel, right? She gave a statement to another blogger. However, I want to put this up because, hey, if they're going to use it, we're going to use it, okay? If they're going to use it, we're going to use it. If they're going to say that, we're going to use it. I don't know why this one is coming up so tiny. Let me see if I can stretch it. Ooh. All right, so I'm going to put up witness number 5. We heard witness 4 say that Carlos was pushing back Romika, right? Telling her to get away, get away, get away. Now, let's put this one up, and then we're going to go from there. All right, this one says, this is witness number 5, is grabbing from her vantage point. It appears, hold on. It appears that witness 1 is grabbing the victim. It appears that witness 1 is grabbing the victim in kind of like a hug in an effort to stop the fight. She says that witnesses 1, which is Carlos, is trying to push the victim away and tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. She also states that she heard the defendant say that the defendant was licensed to carry. Okay, let me read this again. It says here, they all supposed to be independent of each other. What I'm pointing out to you today is, and we can go in more detail, but right here it says, it appears that witness 1 is Carlos, right? Carlos is pushing back, oh crap, okay, my bad. Carlos is pushing back who? It appears that witness 1 is grabbing the victim in kind of like a hug in an effort to stop a fight. In an effort to stop a fight. Stop a fight, prevent a fight, in an effort to stop a fight. So it appears that the witness 1 is grabbing the victim in a kind of a hug, in kind of like a hug in an effort to stop a fight. Right there tells me that witness number 5 says that Carlos was trying to prevent victim 1 from fighting. He was trying to prevent a fight, okay? Then he goes on, or she, he, I don't know what witness number 5 is. Then it goes on and says, well, it says she right here, so it must be a witness. She says that witness 1, meaning that Carlos, right, is trying to push the victim, meaning Carlos, push the victim away and tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. Now, right here is what confuses me, because how is he grabbing and holding her in a hug in an effort to stop a fight, but he's pushing her at the same time? But nevertheless, I'll let Ari figure that one out, okay? How he's hugging her and pushing her at the same time. But it says here, she says that witness 1 is trying to push the victim away and tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. All right, so we heard witness 4 say that Carlos was pushing her away, right? Saying, get away, get away, get away. That he was pushing Romika away, telling her to get away, get away. Carlos is saying that he was pushing her away, trying to prevent her from getting at Holly, okay? Witness number 2 says that he saw them arguing in the street. Carlos was standing in between the both of them, and that he was pushing Holly away. But how did he know who Holly was? Let me go grab a water right quick. I'll be right back. My mouth is dry as hell. Okay. I'm back. So how did witness number 2 know who Holly was? But let's just say that's just his statement, right? That witness number 2 said that he saw Carlos pushing Holly away. Let's just say that, right? Let's just go with what they're saying. We got witness 1, Carlos, saying he was pushing Romika away, trying to stop Romika from getting at Holly. Witness number 2, he was pushing Holly away, trying to stop Holly from getting at Romika. Witness number 3 really didn't say who was pushing who away, but witness number 3 said Holly advanced toward Romika. Witness number 4 says he was pushing Romika away. And witness number 5 says he was pushing Romika away. What's going on, y'all? Do y'all know where I'm getting? You got 5 witnesses. And out of the 5, 3 says that he was pushing Romika away. 2, well, 1 says he was pushing Holly away. And even though witness number 3 didn't say he was pushing anybody away, witness number 3 said Holly was advancing toward Romika. So you got 3 witnesses saying he was pushing Romika away. And then you got 2 that said basically he was trying to, well, 1, because I can't even say he said he was restraining, well, I ain't gonna say restrain, but pushing away. We talking about pushing away right now, right? So right there is contradictions of the witnesses. If he used witness number 2 was driving a DoorDash car, doing a delivery, right? And he said, now this is from his vantage point of driving. Oh, I saw them out there arguing. Carlos was standing in between them. Because nevertheless, what all of them basically says is Carlos was trying to prevent whatever that was happening. Carlos was trying to de-escalate whatever was happening. Every last witness states that. Every last one of them. Witness 1, Carlos himself, trying to stop her from attacking Holly. Witness number 2, standing in between, pushing somebody away. Witness number 3, oh, he had her in a chokehold and she wiggled her way out. That's restraint though, right? Witness number 4, he was pushing her away like, get away, get away, get away. Witness number 5, he was holding her in a effort to stop the fight. He was pushing the victim away and tells the victim that the defendant had a gun. Why is Carlos having to push Romika away? Why was Carlos having to restrain Romika? If Romika was not the aggressor, if Romika was not trying to get at Holly, why was she put in like a kind of a hug? Why was she put in, if we want to go with their narrative, a headlock? Why was she pushed away? Why was he standing in the door frame with her, trying to get her in the car? Why is he doing all of this if it was a setup for Holly to unalive Romika? Each witness. This is witness number 5. When I was actually talking to somebody on the phone and they brought this to my attention about witness number 5. They were saying, well, witness number 5 is actually saying he was trying to stop or prevent Romika from fighting. And I had to go back and look at it again. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's exactly what witness number 5 is saying. Witness number 5, even though later she comes back and say that Holly approached her, and we're going to get to that too, but witness number 5 says that it appears that witness 1, meaning Carlos, was grabbing the victim in kind of like a hug in an effort to stop the fight. She says the witness 1 is trying to push the victim away. Why would he be pushing Romika away? Why would he be trying to hug her or grab her and put her in any type of hold? Why is he holding her if she was not the aggressor? If she was not trying to get at Holly? Only witness number 2. Witness number 2, and I want to put that up because it does not say. Let's go back to witness number 2. Now, before I go to witness number 2, let's put up the other portion. Now, this, of course, is what the prosecutor is telling the judge. Okay, this is not the actual statement. This is what the prosecutor is telling the judge, okay? So it says here that okay, it says, this is still talking about witness number 5, states that while the witness 1 had the victim in a hug, the defendant approached the victim. Okay, let's highlight that. So witness 5 is trying to say, while the witness, meaning Carlos, witness 1, Carlos, had the victim in a hug, okay, that Holly approached the victim and the defendant appeared to be trying to provoke the victim. So right here, girl, this is going to be so good. I cannot wait till this case start, okay? So right here it says, while the witness 1, meaning Carlos, while Carlos had Romika in a hug, the defendant approached the victim, and the defendant appeared to be trying to provoke the victim. This is going to be good because you know witness number 3 said she came up to the car while Romika was in the car. Romika wasn't in no hug, right? Remember that? Witness number 3 said that Holly walked up to the car and tried to provoke Romika while Romika was sitting in the car, hence why Romika was supposed to get out the car. But this is one that really gets me. It says, she says that witness 1, Carlos, was trying to calm the victim down. Why do you need to calm her down? Why do you need to calm victim 1 down? Huh? Why are you trying to calm her down? And at what point are you trying to calm her down? If she just standing there with her arms crossed, all so calm. Because, you know, it said that she was standing there with her arms crossed. She was so calm, okay? With her arms folded. But anyway, right here it says, while the witness 1 had the victim in a hug, the defendant approached the victim, and the defendant appeared to be trying to provoke the victim. But again, let's put up the other one. Because right here it says, it appears that witness 1 is grabbing the victim in kind of a hug in an effort to stop the fight. She says that witness 1 is trying to push the victim away and tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. So which one is it? Did Carlos try, as he was hugging Romika, did Holly come up and try to provoke her and she had a gun in her hand? Why was he pushing? So right here, it's just so confusing. Witness 5 is basically saying Carlos was hugging her and Holly was approaching and provoking her. But at the same time, she contradicts herself and say Carlos was hugging her, but pushing her back, trying to prevent a fight and telling her that the defendant had a gun. So which one? Was he holding her? Was he pushing her? Was he pushing her to prevent a fight? Was Holly approaching her? Where was Holly? Right? So all of they contradict themselves. But nevertheless, if we go by what they have stated or the prosecutor has stated in the proffer, if we go by what they have stated in the proffer, the witnesses contradict themselves. Because you got a witness saying Carlos was pushing back Holly. You got witnesses saying that Carlos was pushing back Romika. Nevertheless, it was a chaotic scene. And during a chaotic scene, things get confused. The jury is not going to know who is pushing who back because each witness that the state bring forth says something different. No, he was pushing back the defendant. No, he was pushing back the victim. No, he was standing in between. No, he was hugging her. No, he was choking her. No, he was pushing her back. No, he was standing in between trying to stop a fight. Nevertheless, it was a chaotic scene. Guess what this reads? Well, it reads a couple of things. It reads that Carlos did not help nobody unalive Romika, because each witness say that he was restraining, pushing, standing in between, separating. Every last witness says this. He was holding, restraining, pushing, trying to calm down. Right here. She says that witness 1 was trying to calm down the victim. Right there eliminates Carlos having any type of malice intent in this entire situation. Each witness that have come forth and made a statement, whether they intentionally did it or not, they vindicated Carlos wholeheartedly for having anything to do with the unaliving of Romika. Each one of them. If we are to go to each one of them, holding, restraining, trying to calm down, standing in between, pushing back, Carlos is vindicated by every single witness, whether they intended to or not, whether this was the plan or not. You cannot say in one breath that Carlos was restraining, holding, hugging, grabbing, pushing, trying to calm down victim number 1. You cannot say this and then turn around and say he took part in the unaliving of Romika. You can't say that. But let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. So with that being said, Carlos has been vindicated. But now let's talk about Holly. You got 5 witnesses. 3 says he was trying to push Romika back. Stop Romika from wanting to fight Holly. You got 1 witness that say he was pushing Holly back from advancing forward. Then you got witness number 3 that's all over the place, that sees shit that don't nobody else see. She sees things that don't nobody else claim to have seen. She went to her car. She said this. He had her in a headlock. He was beating her in the back. He did this to her. He did that to her. She slipped away. She did this. Witness number 3's statement is just so outlandish. Just so outlandish, over the top. No one else sees what witness number 3 sees. No one else sees what witness number 3 sees. Witness number 3 done said she done saw it all. She the only one that said she done saw it all. But witness number 3 was the only one also riding on a CTA bus, getting off the damn bus, crossing the street, coming down the street. You know what I'm saying? Headphones on, child in her hand. Do you see how each witness, or even witness number 3, being different than witness number 1, witness number 2, witness number 4, and witness number 5? And we went over a little bit about witness number 5 the other day. The prosecutors say he saw Holly hold a gun. He puts in his statement that he didn't even know she was the shooter until she announced, I got a license to carry. And she did not announce, I have a license to carry, until after the fact, until people actually start being on the scene. That was the first and only time that she announced that. Okay? So again, each witness vindicates Carlos for having any dealings with the unaliving of Romika. They literally each one of them, right? However, they contradict themselves. If the state puts each one of these witnesses on the stand, the jury will be left with, well, hell, who was the aggressor? Who was advancing toward who? What do we believe witness number 2, the DoorDash driver, he was pushing Holly back? Do we believe witness number 4, he was pushing Romika back? Do we believe witness number 5, he was pushing Romika back and trying to calm Romika down? Who do we believe? The witnesses themselves. The contradicting of the witness themselves create reasonable doubt. And then here comes physical evidence. Physical evidence. If witness number 5 say Holly came up to Romika and tried to provoke her, guess what witness number 5 is going to have to explain next? Well, because witness number 5 says she shot her from the trunk of her car. So now witness number 5 is going to have to explain, how did Holly get from approaching Romika and provoking her to the trunk of her car? How did she get there? Did she walk? Did she run? Did she kick worm? And the reason why I say that is because even if Holly, if we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt, if Holly was provoking Romika, once Holly turned around and walked back to the trunk of her car, guess what that's called? I'm going to let y'all tell me in the comments below. What is it called when someone is provoking, but then they end up back in a whole nother space, a whole nother area? Do y'all know what that's called? Well, let me tell you. It's called retreating. So even if she did advance forward, if we're going to believe that, if she did advance forward and was provoking the victim, Romika, witness number 5 says she shot from the trunk of her car. That means that Holly retreated. That means that Holly retreated, okay? But Romika's body still ended up by Holly's car. You see where I'm going? So already the witnesses, even though the state is saying they're independent of each other and they're saying the same thing, they're really not saying the same thing. Now, we wouldn't have known that witness number 4 said what he said had that video not been released the other day. And yes, it's been sent to Ari. It has been sent to Ari. So witness number 4 is saying that he saw Romika slam on brakes, jump out the car and say, "You motherfuckers." But this is the same Romika that they want us to believe that was standing there with her arms folded across her arms, calm, while Holly was just giving it to her, cussing her out, going off on her, okay? Let's go a little further. I'm going to break a little bit more down, and then, but I wanted to touch on that before I forgot. Okay. So right here, the contradictions, because I had to have my little friend help me out on this one, y'all. Hold on. So as we start with, let me get to it. Hold on. So I broke the statements down as to what they said. So witness number 1, which is Carlos. Carlos says he was moving their baby into the defendant's car. So he was moving his baby from his car to his defendant car. Victim pulled up, double parked behind them. Victim got out her car uninvited and yelled. I told y'all I was going to catch y'all. Victim, which is Holly, excuse me. Ooh, Lord. Let me start over. Instead of defendant and victim, I'm going to put names so we understand, okay? So Holly and Carlos were moving their baby into the defendant car. Romika pulled up and double parked behind them. Romika got out of her car uninvited. Romika yelled, I told y'all I was going to catch y'all. Romika began arguing with Holly. Holly pleaded with Romika, please leave me alone. Romika ran up on Holly. Romika swung at Holly. Romika made physical contact and grabbed Holly's hair. Holly fired 3 shots. Romika was hit twice, all right? That is the gist of witness number 1, Carlos's statement. Key takeaway, Carlos said that Romika was the aggressor and the shooting occurred after a physical attack. Now, moving right along to number 2, witness number 2, DeMonte Woods, the DoorDash driver, okay? This is what witness number 2 says. While driving east on Cermak, I saw 2 women arguing. I saw a man standing in between them. The man had his arms extended between them. He did not see any weapons. He did not hear exactly what was said. He drove away. He was inside Momentum Coffee Shop when the shots rang out. He did not see the shooting. However, he did say that he saw Carlos, or a man, having to push, and it just said the defendant, pushed the defendant back as she was trying to walk up on the victim. However, it says he only identified the defendant because she was placed in handcuffs, not because he saw her shoot anyone, okay? Now, and then it says, but the prosecutor summarized his observation as the defendant advanced toward the victim. Carlos pushed the defendant away. Now, witness number 3, Leah Botella, okay? She was the CTA bus passenger, also known as the star witness for the state. Now, it says she saw Carlos, Holly, and Romika arguing. She says Carlos struck Romika with the car door. She says Carlos put Romika in a chokehold. She says Holly went to her car and retrieved a gun. She says Romika broke free. Holly pointed the gun and shot multiple times. She claims she saw Holly and Carlos fist bump afterwards. And although, okay, so she says that, all right? So that's what she says, right? Now, I'm not going to go over what the defense said after that. I'm just going to tell you what she says. Now, witness number 4. This is the crossing guard, okay? He says, victim got out her car and yelled, "You motherfuckers." Excuse me, I said I wasn't going to say victim. Romika got out of her car yelling, "You motherfuckers." Romika and Holly began to argue. Carlos was between the two of them. Carlos was pushing back Romika and saying, "Get away, get away." Witness 4 did not see the shooting. He only believed that Holly shot Romika because he heard Holly say, "I gotta conceal and carry." All right? What witnesses agreed on? Now, I gotta tell you what witness 5 said. So witness 5, hold on, did I put witness 5 in there? Did I put witness 5 in there? I thought I put witness 5 in there. Anyway, I just went over witness 5 with y'all, so y'all already know what witness 5 said, right? Anyway, let me just tell you what witness 5 said. Witness 5 says, actually, that doesn't say. So anyway, let me just add lib. Witness 5 says that Carlos had Romika in some type of hug, trying to prevent her from fighting. Then he was pushing her away. And while he had her in a hug, Holly came forward and started provoking Romika. And Carlos was trying to calm Romika down. Okay? That is what witness number 5 says, that he was pushing Romika away and trying to prevent her from fighting. All right? Now, what do they have in common? Witness 1, 4, and 5 says that Carlos was pushing Romika away. Witness 2 says Carlos was pushing Holly away. Witness 3 just says Carlos was beating the shit out of Romika, basically. That's basically what she's saying. Headlock, door slamming in the back, and that Holly was the aggressor. Okay? So, I didn't put that up there, but that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm reading off this thing. All right. So, right there, we have 5 witnesses that saw different shit. That do not agree on everything, okay? They do not agree on everything. Some of them is saying he was pushing Romika back. Some of them saying he was pushing Holly back. But what is noted that there was an altercation, whether it was verbal or physical, there was chaotic altercation. The 2 women, per these witnesses, were trying to get at each other. Which means that it wasn't just no execution. It wasn't just no, let's just pick September the 8th to just unalive someone. No, there was an altercation. And if we see that there was an altercation, when I say altercation, I don't necessarily mean physical. I mean, even arguing. There was an altercation. An altercation, right? A chaotic scene eliminates a execution. And that is what the prosecutor is trying to say, that it was a deliberate, intentional execution, that it was planned, plotted, and that Holly intended to execute Romika, that Romika was retreating. It didn't say retreating, it says stepping away, going back to her car. Or it didn't say that. It says stepping away from Holly, the shooter. That's not what the witnesses say. The witnesses do not say that she was stepping away. The witnesses say that that Carlos was pushing her away, that he was holding her. He was restraining her. He was trying to calm her down. He was trying to prevent a fight. It does not say that she was scared and stepping away. That is out of the mouths of witness number 3 and witness number 3 only. Okay? Pushing away, hugging, grabbing, trying to put in the car, pleading, begging, and all of that does not scream she was trying to get away from Holly. No. She was advancing toward Holly. Hence why her body land where it land. Okay? So I kind of just wanted to break down these statements and also let you know that even though witness number 5 came later, I heard that she came in December, and it appeared that she was trying to give some of the same information that witness number 3 gave, but out of her own mouth, she contradicts the claim of Holly being the aggressor, right? It literally says it right here. It says, she states that while the witness 1, Carlos, had the victim, Romika, in a hug, the defendant, Holly, approached the victim, and the defendant appeared to be trying to provoke the victim. She says the witness 1 was trying to calm the victim 1. So Carlos was trying to calm down Romika. Carlos was trying to restrain Romika. Carlos was trying to prevent a fight. Why would he have to hold, restrain, calm down, push away someone that was not the aggressor? Because if Holly was the aggressor, and if he didn't have to restrain Holly, if he didn't have to push Holly away, if he didn't have to put Holly in no hug or anything, Holly had ample amount of time to unalive Romika, to take her down, to execute her. The fact that he had to restrain, push, shove, hold, or whatever they're trying to accuse him of, meaning that Romika was the aggressor. It never not one time said that he had to calm Holly down. No. He had to calm Romika down. Romika was the aggressor. Romika wanted to attack. Even getting out the car and saying, I told y'all I was going to find y'all or catch y'all. And witness 4 says she jumped down saying, you motherfuckers. Now, whether she said you motherfuckers or I told y'all I was going to get y'all, she could have said both. Who knows? But she already came out on demon time. Okay? She did not come out afraid. She did not come out because she didn't see Holly. She very much saw Holly. She very much saw Holly, started arguing, and Carlos tried to intervene. None of this screams Carlos is a murderer. Carlos assists with an unaliving or anything like that. Which means that those people that are screaming, he aided in the unaliving of his baby mama, it's just flat out defaming Carlos. They are flat out defaming him. Literally, flat out defaming him. So with this said, so we had to revisit number 5 because number 5 is actually basically, in a nutshell, she is basically saying that Carlos was trying to calm Romika down. Carlos was pushing Romika back. Okay, now the part where she said Holly was provoking Romika, I mean, if that's the case, if we are to believe that, she also says that Holly fired from the trunk of her car. She will have to answer to that. She will have to get on the stand and say, how did she get there? Did she walk? Did she turn her back? Did she run? Did she just walk backwards? How did she get back by her car? And why would she go back by her car? If Carlos had her in some type of hug, why would she go back by her car? Why at that point? Why wouldn't she take advantage of the opportunity to pum Ramika right then and there? But she didn't. She did not. So where's the intent again? She had every opportunity to do that. So where's the intent? So again, this is going to be interesting because like I said, each witness say something kind of different. Well, witness 1, witness 4, and witness 5 says that even if it was just one witness that say he was pushing Romika back and 4 saying that he was pushing Holly back, it's still a contradiction. Because who do you believe? Because if you believe the 4 witnesses, then do you believe anything else that comes out of the witness mouth that said that he was pushing Holly back? So each one of these witnesses claim to see something quite different. And in a chaotic scene, it is not abnormal to see something different. What does that mean? That means that a lot of the things that they think they saw may not have been what they saw. It was a chaotic scene. It is confusing. So it is hard to tell who was who. Who was who? Who pushed, who advanced, who provoked, who struck, who shot. Well, we know who shot, right? But it is hard to say who is who when the scene is chaotic, which a chaotic scene screams reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt. And the reason why I say reasonable doubt, because how are you to know what happened and how it happened if it's a chaotic scene? You got one witness saying, no, he pushed back the defendant. No, he pushed back the victim. No, I think it was the defendant again. No, I'm pretty sure it was the victim. So the prosecutor, if putting them on the stand, if they choose to put all of them on the stand, they have to be able to be cross-examined. And the defense attorney will be like, okay, so you saw him push Romika back and you saw him push Holly back. So which one are we to believe? They can't just, pull a straw out of a hat and say, oh, okay, we're going to just believe this person. They cannot do that. 2 things cannot have happened at once. Well, let me take that back. And when I say that, because let me take that back. So could he have been pushing both of them back? Yes, he could have. But guess what that means? That means they were both trying to get at each other. That means that they were both trying to get at each other, which means that it's a possibility that there was a physical contact, physical altercation. If they were both trying to get at each other, if a fight is what they wanted, then a fight would probably ultimately happen until a threat is eliminated. So basically, these witnesses help create a chaotic scene. And a chaotic scene is not cold-blooded, intentional murder. A chaotic scene, things are happening quickly, so fast, you don't know what's going on. Self-defense is being raised. We don't know because of a chaotic scene. We don't know how fast it was going, which means how was Holly supposed to know that Romika didn't have a weapon, everything was safe, especially after every other thing. I already talked about the threats and all of that stuff on top of a chaotic scene. All of that on top of a chaotic scene. So with that being said, did I go over all 4 of them? Let me see. I think I did. Yeah. And I went over witness number 5. Okay. So with that being said, I wanted to bring this to you guys, but all 5 of the witnesses definitely vindicates Carlos. So the narrative that they're like, oh, he helped her. Yeah, okay. Well, not per the witnesses. Not per the witnesses that you guys choose to believe. No. They cleared him. Every last one of them cleared him. A man that's trying to de-escalate calm somebody down, stand in between, push somebody away, hug, grab, restrain someone is not someone that's trying to, you know, hold or deliberately cause someone's harm. Okay? Not in a situation like this. She said, when a witness uses a term like appeared to be, that is subjective. Girl, you are so right. You are absolutely right. That is subjective, meaning it's opinion, not a statement of facts. Exactly. Which that is true. So appear to be, or I think, or, you know, yeah, but appear to be, you're right. It's very subjective. It is not a fact. And that will be called out on the stand. So anyway, I just want to bring it, as I know it's not gonna be no long live. It's just an hour. So you guys hit that thumbs up button on this one as well. But I wanted to come out and put this out because I missed this when I was breaking down witness number 5 statements before. I missed the fact that witness 5 basically collaborates that Romika was the aggressor. Romika was the aggressor. Trying to calm down, hold back, stop from fighting, pushing back. He was pushing Romika back. He was holding Romika. If Holly wasn't being held, if Holly's intent was to unalive Romika, she had every opportunity to. She could have done that. But no, she retreated back to her car. Now, what made her fire is the question that's going to be for the jury. What made Holly fire? Something happened from the time that she retreated back to her car until the firing took place. What happened? So that is what the prosecutor will have to explain. What happened? Because if she was advancing forward, approaching the victim and provoking her, how did she get back by her car? Did she retreat? Sounds like it to me. So anyway, y'all thumbs up this video. 2 quick videos for tonight. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. I also dropped a video that I recorded earlier. You guys can catch that as well. I'm about to go lay down. I'm really not even feeling all that great. I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm going to go to bed early tonight because I will not be up late tonight like I was last night. But anyway, she said, I love it. I love facts when it comes to Holly. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so very much, Tanya. But y'all hit that thumbs up button and your girl is about to be out. Girl about to go take a shower and lay her tail down, okay? I love y'all. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. If y'all are on a limb, can y'all make sure the limb is strong enough to hold y'all so y'all won't fall off the limb and break it? But anyway, I'm not about to be out here in these dirty streets tonight. Your girl is about to go lay down, get some, take my shower, get some rest so I could be ready for Wacky Wednesday or whatever that's going to happen on Wednesday. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, and I'm going to talk to y'all mañana. Bye, y'all. Hit that thumbs up.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family. These motherfuckers got me wanting to listen on them.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our